And welcome back. Caltrans worked to clear roads in the Sierra after snow, winds, and fog created difficult driving conditions yesterday.
Yeah, many drivers were seen pulling over to put on chains as the snow began to fall. Caltrans said it hopes all drivers in the area use their chains when needed and to drive with caution. More snow is expected through the weekend. All right, so snow in California, Devin, but how about here in Rhinelander? You said ice earlier.
Yes, ice. I mean, unfortunately, I don't think we're allowed to use chains up here, so it's going to be a mess as far as traveling is concerned. You can see on the radar behind us some of the precipitation starting to move on in. But let's take a look at we have a time lapse of our sky cam as we had some fog earlier today and then it got on out of here, and then take a look. It moved right back in and it's drizzling out and temperatures are falling right now, and it's falling just enough. It's still above freezing here, but the surface is so cold that it's getting slippery, at least outside in our parking lot right now. And in Stevens Point as well, same story. The fog is thick out there tonight, less than a quarter of a mile of visibility. It is hard to travel out there tonight. High say not too bad, upper 30s to low 40s, not complaining about that at all. Felt like a heat wave overall. I know I'm not complaining. Temperatures have dropped off a little bit. Will continue to drop off. Arborvitae down to 32 degrees and Manitowish Waters down to 27 degrees. And these temperatures will continue to drop later on tonight, which will increase that ice danger as precipitation moves on in. So we're not seeing much right now on our radar, at least here in the state, but we zoom on out to a little bit more of a national view, and we have this front that's set up across the region, and that's causing snow off to our northwest. The snow will stay away for now, but take a look right here. You see in Minnesota, we're starting to see some precipitation to develop. Let's make sure rain and, yes, that word ice. And that is going to be moving in our direction later on. And it doesn't take much ice to cause rough travels. So right now it's mainly just clouds and basically in a way some fog moving on in. And you see all to the southwest the rain. It's showing up as rain on the radar, and it's probably raining for most areas, but as it moves into areas below freezing, it will get harder, tougher to travel. So we have ice storm warnings up for areas in the darker purple with winter weather advisories and dense fog advisories up as well. Areas in the ice storm warnings, a quarter to a half an inch of ice accumulation is possible. That can cause power outages, car accidents will be possible, and trees branches could also snap and could cause some damage and even injuries too if caught in the wrong place. Not just us under advisories as well. The system's huge. Of course, we're in the ice danger. Off to the west, it's winter storm warnings because, of course, of that snow. So this system is pretty big. So our future cast, the clouds and the precipitation will move on in, and you can see this pink here. That is that ice that's going to be moving on in. This is 6:30 in the morning. Watch the clock. So that space is getting ready to head out the door. So traveling is going to be tough. Around midday, though, the clouds will go out of here. We're starting to get a little bit of a wraparound, so any precipitation we have left will change over to snow as temperatures fall below freezing. And Monday night, the precipitation will get on out of here. We have another system now. We'll move on in Tuesday morning and bring with it chances of snow as well as we had mainly into the afternoon, into the evening hours. So how much rain could we see from this? Total rain, I haven't had to dig this graphic out just yet. So around 3/10 total in rain chances. Most of that may fall as ice. And again, around 5, 6 o'clock as you're waking up, we may start seeing ice. This model is saying around that quarter of an inch of ice, and some areas may see more. So it might be a little dangerous as far as that traveling is concerned. So how does ice form? Basically, we're looking at warmer air. Of course, rain, you have warm air all the way to the surface. Freezing rain, we start losing that warm air right at the surface, so it falls as rain and then it freezes. Sleet, basically that warm air is even thicker than that. We have the sleet we have rain or snow that will fall and then melts to rain and then turns into ice pellets before hitting the ground. And of course, snow is self-explanatory. There's no warm air. Temperatures are well below 32 degrees all the way at the surface. And temperatures will fall below 32 degrees tonight, but just barely. Around 30 to possibly 31 degrees will be our low tonight as freezing rain begins to move on in. Winds will be out of the east at 5 to 10 miles per hour, so winds won't be a problem tonight. But once you start saying hello to that ice, the winds at northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour will cause travel headaches. This high will be hit early in the day and temperatures will drop off through the afternoon as freezing rain changes over to snow, of course, with temps falling. And then your northwest furniture 7-day forecast. Temperatures fall, of course, Monday afternoon. Snow chances Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Of course, Tuesday night it all begins. It looks to accumulate. We will, of course, break all of it down later in the week. Then basically the biggest story as we head close to next week will be chillier temperatures, but of course a calmer Friday and Saturday. Angela?